Alright guys, we are watching Tudeiol. We've got a young Soraka game here. We are gonna speed this shit up after we get Fog of War fixed. Alright, so you're doing the right thing early on. You were going out, you were getting vision in the river. You're speaking squares and all chat, and that's normal too. Tilt your enemy as much as you can with squares. What are you running? You have... It looks like you're running AP Quint and maybe like some scaling blues. Your runes are fine. Going for the AP Soraka, it's not bad. It's decent. Like the AP Sard, it's really strong. Alright. So basically, like, you're still playing Soraka how I was playing her a while ago. You got your ward out at 240, good job. Oh, so you're running AP Blues, then Spell Thieves? With HP regen yellows and quints. Are you running Armor Reds? You've got to be running Armor Reds then. Okay, the positioning on the positioning on your E was a little too close. You've got to make sure that she cannot get out of it. So just try to get the full circle in front of her. If you land the slow, just walk down and put the circle in front of her. You may, I'm sure you know that. Okay, ward expired. Have you guys at least did get a kill on Warwick? Wait, what? What? Okay, we're gonna go B. We're trying to go B. You guys need to hurry up and go B before... What do they get? They've got Cole in lane. I don't know, I guess you are Soraka. Like, you don't have to back, but Ezreal needs to start conserving mana. You can still poke her out with Q. Very nice combo. Completely denied their engage. Like, Soraka's really good versus immobile champs. She is great for denying them to follow up on things. Yeah, the main problem you guys are going to have here, though, is you guys are almost out of mana. These are very low on mana. So try to prep minion. Okay, you are. Except it's Ezreal. Does negative 10 damage. Alright, so first, like, I would work on the positioning of your silence. Let's go back, let's go back. I want to show you exactly where it needs to be. Okay, so you land that, so your E should be here. Should be here. And you put it over to the right a lot. So you just clean up your mouse movement a little bit if you can. Get it positioned in a better spot, like the way that she's trying to disengage. You guys don't have... Well, I guess you have a ward back there. What do you have? 2 points Q? Alright, you got 1 out of it, that's good. Get this shit pushed out, go get, you're probably gonna upgrade. Why did it put you mid? How much gold do you guys have? You got 800. Let's see what you go for here. What is their jungle? Elise? Elise. Normally, Elise would go Mobies, like right off the bat, so she can spam gank. Like, we're something that spam ganks with Mobies. Sightstone wouldn't be a bad early buy. Okay, you got the boots, you got the Spell Thief upgrade. How do you check Golden Replay? Press X. Yeah, so leaving whoever left that trinket down there, it's a good play. I like to leave one in lane if I'm leaving as well, just to make sure I'm not getting cheesed upon return. Let's see when you got ulti there. Oh, you had ult for like the whole thing. Oh, you couldn't do anything. Okay, you get hit by Rakan's bullshit, and then there's just no point using it right there. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you guys needed to check that bush. You knew Elise was down here. You really needed to check that shit. Air Dragon, you could help him do that. Oh, you got some Yasuo on Yasuo action mid. Looks like Yasuo's winning. Alright, well that was a good rotation mid. He would have died without your help. I don't think your ulti would have been enough. He's down 2 levels right now. What the fuck? He's like inting now. Okay, so I would get out of here. You need to get back bottom and help your team. Ezreal can farm decently alone. He's got Tyr, he's got his Q, he's got Sheen. You guys don't have vision out, so you've got to play safe. I guess you got that push forwarded. So don't push this out right now. See if you, well, I guess you see Elise mid. So getting vision, you can't really get vision. And your jungler just died. Yeah, you guys don't have vision right now. You can't see anybody on the map. You need to play this safe and just play back. Don't push. Don't even walk up at this point. It was really, really risky even going over to the river. Like until you see people back in lanes, I probably wouldn't have showed anywhere. Just sat back. Okay, there's the Elise. Run! Oh shit. So, like, as soon as the Cahoon hit, you were fucked, man. There's nothing you could do. You tried to live, you tried to exhaust, you ulted. You did everything you could. But I would say dodging the Cocoon is the biggest thing. Ezreal's dead here. Oh, he's fucking lucky. Look at this, the whole time. I guess your jungler's low. He may have been decent health though. I don't think you guys need to lose turret. Yeah, Takio. Definitely rush Ardent Censor still. It's still really good. Ezreal has not bought in a long time. How much gold is he sitting on right now? 2,400 gold. Yep, that's about right. Can't do a whole lot when you got 2,400 gold and no mana as Ezreal. Even with Ezreal? Yeah, you build Ardent on everybody. Gross. Well, you're doing the right thing roaming here. Like, keeping in mind, you should always be playing with the bigger number on your team unless your ADC is actually competent and you are splitting towers and you're the only way to keep them alive, like they're a hyper carry ADC. You rush Ardent with Jhin too? Pretty much. Like, the thing about Ardent is, like, even on Jhin, putting it on Jhin gets a shitload of bonus AD or damage because he gets the attack speed along with, so dead. The attack speed gives him some AD, right? The bonus damage gives him some health back. Like, it's not as good, but if you're playing something like Janna, the AP is benefiting your shield, the bonus healing and shielding. Like, it's a really, really good item because it's AP and CDR and the bonus healing shielding stuff. So overall, it's just a great item. I guess not the best thing on Jhin, by no means. It's a lot better with attack speed based champions, but it still works on Jhin just fine, and the item's great itself. Plus, even if Jin's your ADC, what if you've got like an Aurelia or a Yasuo or something like that on your team? Gotta clear the vision. Interesting. Oh, that should hit. He's gonna have a jump here in a second. JK, he done goofed. Alright, do you have Sight Stun yet? You don't. You've got Ardent though. So Frostfang, 718 gold, Nomad's Medallion, 1301. Like, that's the difference between Coin and Spell Thief. There's so much more gold in Coin. Because you do absolutely nothing and you're rewarded with gold. Okay, you got Dragon, you're going to an outer that somebody's at and you could possibly take. You didn't buy Sight Stun this game? RIP. Warwick! What are you doing? Take the fucking tower, mate! It's still pretty sketchy without having something in River. Do you have Trinket? You should always try to Trinket behind you. You got the tower. Time to go. So rotate back to mid. Yasuo's inting like he has been all game. Yeah, you guys you don't have a ward there. You need to get out. You really need to get out. She just wasted her E. She's not catching him. Never mind. Never mind. She flashed. You guys have Baron on the map right now. I would say go control Baron with vision. Like, at least buy a pink. You can buy a pink, get a trinket out or something, but like playing around objectives is still the way to go as support. That's not even true with Soraka. Soraka excels at ARAM style play. guys are all fucking dead. Run! Banana speed! I'd fucking spam the emote too. You don't have ulti, but you've got a super fed Kane. And he's like behind a shitload of people. Warwick's pretty big. You're following up just fine on the dive, like okay, so here's my take on Soraka. The dumbest shit about Soraka is that you don't even have to play around objectives. You can play ARAM. You can literally play ARAM. If your team could poke or do anything like fight a little bit and disengage, like do a little bit of damage, the enemy team is going to have to recall. Whereas Soraka's team doesn't have to do shit. They stand there, they get healed to full. If any, like, you can get your whole team back to full health. You can recall, and you can run back out with Moby Boots. And Ardent Censor for the 540 move speed you're going to have. This is really good if you can do it. People need to fucking focus it, though. No, I wouldn't go Stoneboard Morgana. Like, if you're going to go Morgana, just go Wind Speakers. You're better off just going Wind Speakers on Morgana. Run! Holy shit. So right there, getting a double. Get on them. I would try to go for Baron. Rakan wasted his ulti. I don't know if you're paying attention. You've got Elise up here. They are not. Oh, and he fucking screws her! Where's Ezreal? What the fuck are you doing? That was Baron. Alright, if Ezreal actually followed up, like, he's got the range slows. He's sitting there with a red buff, and he's just jacking it in mid lane. He doesn't get the tower. He doesn't follow up on these 3 kills you could have got with the slow from red buff. He doesn't... having a stroke. Ezreal players. Okay, well, you've got the redemption. You've got the Ardent. Soraka is OP. Soraka's OP. Tower? Focus tower? Focus tower, no Chaserino? Did Rakan just... No, okay, I thought he ulted again. Yeah, Yasuo really wants to get you. You're in a pickle. Run like the fucking wind. Yeah, your team's fucking dead. So what happened here? You had 2 people split off up here, and you had 2 people down here. And I don't know if you made the right choice going down. Your positioning went straight into 3 people. So you needed to position a little better, or just wait. Like, I would have gone with the 2 people up, because the people below, there were enemies between you and them, so trying to get to them was just not optimal. I know as Soraka that you really want to get there. I do the same shit, but you've got to make the smart choice and just not. Alright, so you got the Riven. They were pretty far out. Even against Baron, this is 5v4 as long as your team gets here. Uh-oh. That's really CSing! Yeah, you ended up getting caught there. Like, you're... Okay, I want to go back. Okay, so right there, you're positioning, you positioned in front of Warwick. So basically, always keep somebody between you and the enemy, especially with directional CC. Never be the front line. Like at this point in the game, you don't ever use your Q aggressively. You use your Q as defense, unless you actually are catching somebody out alone. This was straight up 5v5, so you don't want to ever be up there. Okay, at this point, I would do the same thing. Just make sure to get waves pushed out so they don't have waves to push with. How do you feel about Athene's on Soraka? I actually went Athene's earlier. I use it against directional CC champs, like the Thresh or the Morgana or the Elise or something like that. It's pretty good that way. Save me! Okay. All right, this should be the end, right? If you guys don't end off this, I don't fucking know. Okay, that's scary. All right, GG's. Yeah, man. So positioning, like the sight stone on it's not even necessary on Soraka. As dumb as it fucking sounds. Bracket Knight's Vow is terrible, terrible on Soraka. Yeah, so somebody using Knight's Vow to protect Soraka, I don't think that's as bad. But yeah, Tudeiol, dude, if you just spam Soraka all fucking day, you don't even need Sightstone. You really don't. As gross as it is. So yeah, you did pretty well. Just get your positioning behind him at all times. Don't ever walk forward, especially mid-late game. You talked about a Mikhail's instead of Athene's. Wait. Oh, Athene's on Soraka. I mean, you could go Athene's if you wanted to. I wouldn't rush it by any means. Ardent Censor's still #1. Like Ardent Redemption, and then like you can go Athene's after that if you don't mind being squishy. But typically for me, I'll go Ardent Redemption straight into Locket, and then possibly tank items if they have multiple dive champions. So I will look for something like that. Is it Ornn time? Tudeiol, no problem, dude. Hope it helps, man. There's not a whole lot to work on. Just little positioning things, early warding, making sure you're follow-up warding, not stepping out when you know the jungler's on your side. Like, just don't. Wait, like, at least a full minute.
What can I do for you, X?
How good is my Soraka? Is it worth of a diamond support or nay? I think you can make diamond with it. If you fix the positioning of some of your Qs and Es, like from looking at the way that you're playing, I feel that you could improve your knowledge of enemy movement a little bit, but you're not going to improve that without practice. So in my mind, like I'm thinking where they're going to go a little bit differently than what you were doing. So I feel like I would have positioned your abilities a little differently in some situations, basically. But it's not a lot. It's not really something that you can do without practice. It's fucking hard, man.